Hi, beautifuls. I'm in my festive reindeer, just cozy wear, cozy shirt, cozy pants, and I don't know. It's like, fuck. It's too late. What, fucking 11:14 in the middle of the night, and we're gonna cook some steak. Why? Because I've had probably way too many of these. Little rum and coke. I'm kind of disappointed that I don't have eggnog for the festive season, but I will have some soon because I went through my first, container way too quickly because it's so fucking good. But tonight we're gonna cook some steak. We're just gonna wait for this to heat up and maybe show you a few other things I got in my kitchen, what I eat, what I do, and this is cooking and drinking with IMH. Enjoy. Got some oil in the pan. We've seasoned our steak a bit with some seasoning. This is Montreal steak sauce. We're gonna fry it up each side, get it nice and brown, and then we're gonna throw some other stuff on it and bring it down to a simmer. And obviously have a few more of these. Freaking delicious. So while we're doing this, you might see this behind me. I have a blender here, and I like to make a lot of smoothies. I make a couple of smoothies, and I put them in jars. Comme ça. I reuse, recycle a lot, so these are like spaghetti sauce jars that I clean out, and I use them to put my smoothies in. Glass is always better than plastic. Always remember that. If you ever have a chance, just reuse, recycle your glass jars if you have them around, producing any sort of preservatives. Great stuff. So I put all my smoothies in here, and after I make them. But I usually put some. What do I usually make them with? I usually make them with bananas. I put a couple of frozen bananas in the fridge all the time. I freeze it. Let me show you that. Frozen banana. And let me just turn this over here. Ooh, see that? Nice and brown. Yummy, yummy. And pineapple and blueberries. And I also put sprouts in it. So if you ever buy one of these things, a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, got me one of these things. It's got a sieve on the top. And what you do is you put, if I can find it for you. Let me see if I can find it for you. You can buy bags of sprout seeds. These ones are broccoli, but you can buy alfalfa, you can buy red clover, all sorts of things. And you put them in this thing here. You let them soak overnight for about 8 to 12 hours or so. You drain them out, and then all you do every day for the next 4 to 5 days is give them a rinse, pour them upside down, make sure it's all drained. I usually put it in a bowl for it to drain out their last drops and whatnot. And they grow into sprouts. This whole thing just gets packed full of sprouts. And I put all those sprouts in my blender to make my smoothies. It's kind of like all your greens and all your yummy stuff. Pineapple, we know what pineapple's for. Makes your cum taste good. Makes your skin taste good. Blueberries help you heal if you ever get cuts on your hands or anywhere else. Blueberries help you heal a lot. Bananas, because bananas are goddamn just delicious. So we've got all that, and so that's what I make my smoothies with. And as I say, I usually make a full one, and it usually get about 2 of those glass jars out of it, so I can have at least one a day. Gets all my vitamins from my fruit and my vegetables, sprouts, and it really is nice. So what we want to do with this steak is, now that it's kind of done on both sides, we also want to get this piece of fat in here all done. So we put it up on the side here. We make sure that's going to simmer right nice and get all crispy there. And once we have it all seared, we're going to put it on a lowest heat and get the heat going in there. So now that we kind of seared it all the way around, you have a nice looking steak like that, all seared all the way around. We're going to bring it down to a really low heat. And this is where I like to add my favorite sauce. Got to give it a good shake. I'm pretty practiced in doing this because I do it a lot. And this is Jack Daniel's original number 7 steak sauce. It's absolutely amazing barbecue sauce. It's my favorite of all time. And we just liberally, very liberally, just slather that on. I love that word, slather. And we're just going to let that simmer on a really low heat and let that do its thing. Another thing I wanted to show you, I got rid of this, is my tea making process. I was at a friend's place for just a get together sort of thing. It was an evening thing, no alcohol, just like a barbecue sort of idea. And they have this cool thing. I don't know if you've seen it, but man, this thing changed my life with tea. I've always been kind of tea bagged because I didn't like to put it in the balls or balls and whatever. But this thing here, I got this one from David's Tea, but you can get it from a lot of other things. It's really cool. So we're going to boil some water here. And while that's doing its thing and cooking up, we're going to make some, this is again from David's Tea. It is, I don't know if you can read it there. I can't read it backwards, so it's Bumbleberry Burst Sublimes. Let me say that again. Bumbleberry Burst Sublimes. Did I say slimes? Sublimes. I've obviously had too many of these. But that's okay. So while that's happening there, we're going to boil some water. We're going to put it in here. I'm going to show you how that works. It's pretty fucking awesome. And we're going to flip this every minute just to make sure it's got even heat coming from both sides and make it feel all good and yummy. I like mine a little bit more well done than most. A lot of people like theirs blue or rare. I'm not that guy. I like it well done, but look at the color on that. Look at the color on that, baby. Oh, that is nothing but pure yumminess. I'm going to put a little bit more on top because I love this steak sauce. Oh, yeah, baby. Lovely. Love it. Awesome. Amazing. And we're going to take some of this loose tea. That's how it comes in a bag. It's got all sorts of yumminess in there. It's got blue stuff, and there's some nut stuff and some dried fruit stuff. Let me tell you, it's just yummy. It's really good. And after that goes to a boil, we'll put it in here, we'll watch it steep, and I'll fix up some tea, coffee. I'm not having the tea. Well, I probably will have the tea. Let's just face it, I don't know how to eat. I just have the weirdest stuff all the time. I'm just having steak. There's no vegetables, potatoes, there's nothing to go with it. Tea, I'm just making it because, it's here and I wanted to show you that. And cheers. That's all I gotta say. Oil. Unplug that. And I'll just bring it over here. I think you can still see it in the camera. That item. It's going to be sitting on this little doohickey thingamabobber, whatever that is. And we're going to take, and again, I like a strong tea. So I usually like to take, 2 nice big, I spill it all over the place, big tablespoons in there for my tea. Look at that. Oh, deliciousness. And we'll take the hot water. We'll pour that in there. If anybody knows what this fucking thing is called, it's again, a doohickey, a thingamabobber, benum, chou-fleur, pétante thing. So what happens is that you wait for it all to sift to the bottom, all the loose stuff sifts to the bottom. It takes about, it's a little longer, to brew your tea. It takes about 10-20 minutes for it to actually settle and everything, but oh, it is so good. It's so amazing. Best little thing I've ever made. And then I'll show you how it spills out. You don't actually pour it out, you kind of drain it out the bottom. It's amazing. We're gonna turn this one more time. It's gonna be almost done. We'll be back with some steak and tea and Christmas stuff. Even got a Christmas mug. Look at that, it's so cute. Yummy. Like I said, I'm not having tea, I'm drinking this instead. Cheers. So as we wait for the final countdown, I hope you're all in your cozy clothes. This is one of my favorite cozy. It's just loose, but it's nice and thick, kind of cotton. And you saw my reindeer festive pants. But they're all cozy, and I hope you're all cozy too. And while we wait for this to finish up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off of the frying pan, and we're going to let that rest. We're going to let it rest for probably a good 20 minutes because it's still cooking as you take it off, but you probably all know that because you probably all cook steaks. We're going to move this out of the way. Oh my God! Oh my God! No, it's all good. I got it covered. It's all right. It's all good. Everything's okay. Trust me. And now in my drunken debauchery, we will try to get this into that. And I'll show you how that works. So basically, it's a little plunger system at the bottom, and all you do is, and it just drains out into your tea. And look at that. Piping hot tea in your cup, perfectly steeped, wonderful. But we are missing one thing, absolutely, because it is now 11:33 in the evening, and we are kind of in that drinking and cooking with Ben. Is we need a good healthy dose of some spirits, right? Because we're in the Christmas spirit. So we're gonna put in some cheap ass rum because I only save the good stuff for later, and we're gonna have a nice Now that is a hot toddy. This makes you feel all warm inside. Oh, I love it. So we're gonna wait a couple minutes for this to rest, and we'll cut it open and see what it looks like. Stay tuned. Oh, and yeah, I'm probably gonna have that and this, which means I'm double pump fisting. Yum. Let's see how this turned out. And I'm just gonna cut off here. I probably shouldn't be holding a knife at this point in the evening because, I've had way too much of that. But, I shouldn't be flying it around like this because, we don't want to slice off my nuts or anything. But let's give it a see. Let's give it a look. Let's see where we're at with this juicy steak. It is so yummy. Oh my God, look at that. Yum, yum, yum. Look at this. Oh. Now, those of you who are having vegan, you're missing out. Because that, It's It's not better than sex, that's for sure, but it's damn delicious. All right, we'll wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed my drunken cooking and carrying on and stuff and things. Welcome to my kitchen.